Hi, I'm Ray Morgan. Welcome to Raising Veg. Hi, welcome back. It looks like the weather has finally broken. It's a beautiful sunny day again, and the long range forecast is for the next 10 days at least, slowly temperatures rising and getting into the low 20s, which is perfect. We've had 2 days of rain, which the ground is lovely and moist and perfect for sowing. So I'm hoping in the next 2 days, if all goes well, I should have somewhere around about 80% of my vegetables actually in the ground. So yeah, we've got a busy day today. I'm going to put in my plot over there, a small plot where I put the canes. I've got some French beans to go in, I've got my tomatoes to go in, I've got cucumbers to go in, and I've got another line of peas to go in. Whether I get that all done today, we'll have to wait and see. And then after that, I need to prepare my beds for my brassicas. I've got a brassica tunnel to go up. I've got sweet corn to go in, so we've got a busy 3 or 4 days coming, and the weather's looking good. So yeah, let's get cracking. I thought I'd give you a quick catch up on the potatoes. They're looking pretty good. I will probably give them another 2 or 3 days and then do the final earthing up. But as you can see, they've all come through lovely. I'll show you again what happened with the frost. There we go. They're the ones I showed you on the other video. As you can see, the top end is all died off, but they are coming through. So they will get a crop, which is good. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the bean framework is up, and now we're going to put in some French climbing beans. These I raised myself. The variety is called Cobra. I've grown these for several years, and they're nice and tender, and they also freeze very well. So yep, let's get on with it and start putting them in. Right, I'm sure you don't really need to see too much of this. It's just a matter of planting them in position. What I do like to do is put a small handful of chicken manure pellets, just dig it in. Oh. Again, firm it down. That's it. Another one. I'll put 2 in this one. Okay, just break it up. Boom it in. And then once I've done all this, I'll, as usual, a good watering in. And that's all there is to it. So there we have it. That's the first job done. I've got 1.5 rows of French climbing beans. I think I've already said the variety. They're Cobra. I've left 8 canes up that end, and I haven't got the runners. I've sown the runners at home in the greenhouse, so just waiting for them to come up and they can go in. Okay, that's one job done. Right, the next job is put the tomatoes in and also the cucumbers. What I have here, I normally do a variety called Mountain Magic, and they are blight resistant. I've grown them now for 4 years, and I can vouch for the fact that they do stand up to the blight. I've lost many tomato plants, but they have come through, so now I only grow those. But this year I've come across another variety which again is blight resistant. They're called Crimson Crush. I have no idea what they're like, but I'm going to give them a go. I always like to try new plants when I can. The seed producers, and it says on the packet, the one thing about these, the Crimson Crush, is they grow to possibly 7 foot tall. So I'm very interested to see how they develop. So as you can see here, I've got 4 wooden stakes, which will be for the Mountain Magic normal stakes, and the green ones are going to be for the giants. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how they develop. Okay, so that's going to be the next job. So let's get on with it. Oh yes, one other thing. I think I may have mentioned in an earlier video about picking up stones. Well, while putting the beans in, when I'm down on the ground doing such things, I usually get a bucket full, and this is what I've picked up just doing the beans. So, and this is now, in the last 2 weeks, this is bucket number 6. Many people think I'm crazy. It's a waste of time. I believe it does a heck of a lot of good, especially when you're taking out stones this kind of size. Yeah, over the years, the soil just gets better. Okay, on with the tomatoes. Right, slight change of plan. I suddenly realised that I need to put the cucumbers in, so I'll put them in first before I do the tomatoes, otherwise my feet are going to be kicking the tomato plants. So right, now cucumbers really need to be grown on a slight mound. They don't like water drenched round their roots. So what I'm going to do is dig out a small trench, fill it up with some sort of general purpose compost, mound it up, and then we'll put the cucumbers in. Okay, so we'll do that first. Right. So what I'm going to do is take out, I suppose, about 6 inches. Always collecting stones. Now what I want to try and do is what you see here is to bring up the soil roughly to this bottom part of the trellis with a slope coming down so that water can run away. So first of all, let's put some compost in. Again, just general purpose compost from the garden centre. Just add a bit of soil to it as I go. This will obviously sink down a bit, so I need to bring it up quite high to start with. I got my stone bucket. What I'll do is once we get some rain, all these stones will suddenly appear, and I just pick them off the surface as I go. Okay, that should do it. Pat down. I think that'll do it. I can always add more. Okay, so I'll put one here, and one here. Now I've got this one is called Burpless Tasty Green. Never grown it before. It's a new one for me. So let's see how it turns out. A little bit on the sad side, I don't know why, but hopefully it'll pick up. Now then, this one is, and I've forgotten, it'll come to me in a minute. It's a sort of standard outdoor all female. And again, this one is a Burpless Tasty Green. So we will find that out. Nice root system. That definitely looks much healthier. I can go in there. So again, now what I'm going to do is remove the sticks that I've had in the pots, and let's see, about another 6 inches. I can then start tying them back to the trellis. This one's got some nice tendrils on them, so it won't take them long before they get to grips with the trellis work anyway. I think I'll pinch that leaf out. And there we have it. Now, what I normally do, I haven't got them with me, but I will show you later, is, like I said, they don't like water all round the roots. So what I tend to do is I have an old plastic bottle with a tube which I tie to the trellis, and the tube comes down to about there. So I put the water in the tube rather than wash all the soil away from the base of the plant, and they still get a good watering all around the surrounding area rather than straight direct to the stem. Okay, so I'll just give them a little watering, and then we'll go on to the tomatoes. Oh, the old knees. Very easy to wash away the soil. be done very gently, which is why I tend to use the tube method. Upturned bottle. Now what we can do is get a fizzy drink bottle, and what some people do is you cut the bottle in half and just place it into the ground. I think I may have one of my old tubes here. Okay, I found one of my old tubes. And this is the type of thing I'm talking about. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll tie that to there. And I'll put that in there, like so. Just not push too deep in because it clogs up. Just tie that round. Then I can put the water in here and it will slowly seep in. I can show you, I suppose. Like so. Now the water is gently seeping through. You can see the tube is full up. So you've got no great rush of water around the roots. There we go. So I've just lifted the tube up, so all the water now rushes out. Which I don't want, but as a demonstration, I'll pull that in there. Okay, now what some people do is just insert the whole neck of a pop bottle just straight into the soil, about 2 or 3 inches away from the plant, and fill that up and just let it soak in. It will get to the roots, and there you go. Right, on to the tomatoes. Okay, the first one I'm putting in is one of these new variety called Crimson Crush, which is supposed to grow 7 foot tall. Now what I do with this one, I have, let's just get some string ready. I use, instead of ordinary compost, I use one of these tomato grow bags because they are specific for tomatoes. And again, no great secrets, plain and simple. I'm sure you know how to do this, really. Okay, so in downwards. I always feel gardening allotments, it's a bit like making an omelette. You can't make an omelette without cracking eggs, and I feel that you can't grow plants gardening without getting your hands in the soil, with or without gloves. All these stones again, my shadow keeps getting in the way. I'm trying to do this at arm's length. Right, I think that should do. So, nice mix of soil and compost. So we'll just take this out. You'll notice that anything I grow, I put these plastic inserts in the bottom of the pots. Two reasons for that. It helps retain moisture, but it also stops, when you get a lovely root system, all the roots coming out through the bottom of the pot, and then you have difficulty getting the plant out of the pot without tearing all the roots apart. So just gently loosen that up a little bit. Okay, so what we want is to get that fairly close to the pole. Now here again, the tomato plant is a member of the same group as potatoes, and it has the ability to produce side shoots and roots. So these are the bottom two leaves that originally come from the seed, so you can actually bury it right the way down here and it will produce a much bigger root system. So I usually take it round about this ground level, about an inch or so just below that first set of leaves. Set that in. Right, let me just do that. So what will happen now is the main root is down below. The top 2 inches or so will also produce roots, and it gives it that much firmer grip in the soil, and hopefully better tomatoes. So what I'm going to do now is just trim this off very carefully. Out the cane. I just snapped one of the leaves off. Never mind. It will grow. Now, let's just very carefully allowing a little space so that the plant can grow. Not too tight. What we want to do is get the plant established. And once it's established, then I will go back over these, take these strings away and put new ones in. So that will do for now until they get going. Okay, here we go. That's it, simple as that. So now what I've got to do is put the other 7 in. Okay. Well, there we have it. I've got 8 tomato plants in and bedded in, and 3 cucumbers. So, yeah, all looking good. I'm happy with that. We'll see how we go on from here. Now, next job. I'm not too sure what that is, but I need to sort out some bits and pieces, and then whatever I do, I shall put it on the video. Bye for now.